Chapter 1. The Betrayal of Trust. Sarah and Emily had been inseparable since the earliest days of their childhood. Their friendship was a rare and beautiful thing, built on a foundation of trust, loyalty, and shared experiences. They spent countless hours together, exploring the woods behind their neighborhood, confiding in each other their deepest hopes and fears, and laughing until their sides ached. Sarah never doubted Emily's sincerity, her unwavering belief in their bond forming the cornerstone of her world. So, when whispers of betrayal reached Sarah's ears, she couldn't believe it. How could Emily, her closest friend, be spreading malicious lies about her? The shock hit Sarah like a physical blow, leaving her reeling and questioning everything she thought she knew about their friendship. It was a betrayal of the deepest kind, one that cut to the core of Sarah's being and left her adrift in a sea of confusion and hurt. Chapter 2. The Mask of Deception. Mark and James were the epitome of friendship, their bond forged in the crucible of college life. They had been through thick and thin together, supporting each other through exams, breakups, and late-night study sessions fueled by cheap coffee and pizza. Mark was the charismatic one, always the life of the party with a ready smile and a quick wit. James admired him, looked up to him even, never suspecting that behind that charming facade lay a darker truth. It wasn't until James stumbled upon a series of emails that he realized the extent of Mark's deception. Each message was a carefully crafted manipulation, designed to keep James under Mark's control, to subtly influence his decisions and undermine his confidence. The betrayal cut deep, shattering James' trust and leaving him feeling utterly alone in a world that suddenly seemed cold and hostile. Chapter 3. The Face of Evil. Laura and Rachel had been friends since they were children, their bond forged in the fires of adolescence and strengthened by shared experiences and inside jokes. Laura had always admired Rachel, envying her confidence and poise, never suspecting the darkness that lurked beneath the surface. It wasn't until Laura caught Rachel in a lie, a small, seemingly inconsequential fib about where she had been the night before, that the facade began to crumble. As Laura delved deeper, she uncovered a pattern of manipulation and deceit that chilled her to the bone. Rachel had been using Laura, exploiting her kindness and trust for her own gain, all the while hiding her true nature behind a mask of charm and charisma. The betrayal left Laura shaken to her core, her faith in friendship shattered, and her heart heavy with grief and betrayal. Chapter 4. The Spiral into Darkness. Michael and David had been best friends since they were children, their bond unbreakable despite the passage of time and the trials they faced. They had weathered storms together, supporting each other through thick and thin, but nothing could prepare Michael for the darkness that consumed David's mind. It started slowly, a missed phone call here, a forgotten birthday there, but soon it became clear that something was very wrong. David became withdrawn and paranoid, convinced that someone was out to get him, that the world was conspiring against him. No amount of reassurance from Michael could penetrate the walls David had built around himself, and as the darkness closed in, Michael felt himself being dragged down with him. It was a betrayal of a different kind, not one born of malice or deceit, but of mental illness and despair. Chapter 5. The Price of Loyalty. Julia and Lisa had been sisters of the soul since they were children, their bond forged in the fires of shared experiences and mutual trust. They had always been there for each other, through thick and thin, but when Lisa found herself in trouble, she turned to Julia for help. It seemed like a simple request at first, just a favor between friends, but as Julia dug deeper, she realized that there was more to Lisa's predicament than met the eye. Lisa had gotten herself involved with some dangerous people who didn't take kindly to betrayal, and now she was dragging Julia down with her. It was a choice no friend should ever have to make, between loyalty to a friend and loyalty to oneself, but in the end, Julia knew what she had to do. She cut ties with Lisa, severing the bond that had once bound them together, but in doing so, she saved herself from a fate worse than betrayal. Chapter 6. The unraveling of truth. As the echoes of betrayal reverberated through their lives, Sarah, Emily, Mark, James, Laura, Rachel, Michael, David, Julia, and Lisa found themselves grappling with the harsh reality of deception. Each of them had trusted deeply, believed in the unbreakable bonds of friendship, only to have their faith shattered by those closest to them. The wounds inflicted were deep and raw, leaving scars that would linger long after the dust had settled. Sarah couldn't shake the feeling of betrayal that gnawed at her insides. She had trusted Emily implicitly, shared her innermost thoughts and fears without hesitation, only to have those confidences twisted and weaponized against her. It was a bitter pill to swallow, the realization that the person she had considered her best friend was capable of such cruelty. Yet, as the shock began to wear off, Sarah found herself consumed by a different emotion: anger. Determined to uncover the truth, Sarah embarked on a journey of self-discovery, determined to uncover the truth behind Emily's betrayal. With each revelation, her resolve strengthened, until finally she confronted Emily with the evidence of her deceit. The confrontation was explosive, emotions running high as years of pent-up frustration and hurt spilled out into the open. In the end, Sarah walked away, her friendship with Emily irreparably damaged, but her spirit stronger than ever. Meanwhile, James struggled to come to terms with the betrayal of his closest friend, Mark. The discovery of Mark's manipulative emails had rocked him to his core, leaving him questioning everything he thought he knew about their friendship. It was a bitter pill to swallow, the realization that the person he had trusted implicitly had been using him for his own gain all along. Haunted by the memories of their shared past, James confronted Mark, demanding answers to questions he wasn't sure he wanted to hear. The confrontation was tense, emotions running high as years of friendship hung in the balance. In the end, James walked away, his trust in Mark shattered, but his sense of self-preservation intact. Meanwhile, Laura found herself grappling with the betrayal of her childhood friend Rachel. The discovery of Rachel's lies had shaken her to the core, leaving her reeling from the realization that the person she had trusted implicitly had been using her for her own gain all along. Determined to uncover the truth, Laura embarked on a journey of self-discovery, determined to uncover the truth behind Rachel's betrayal. With each revelation, her resolve strengthened, until finally, she confronted Rachel with the evidence of her deceit. The confrontation was explosive, emotions running high as years of pent-up frustration and hurt spilled out into the open. In the end, Laura walked away, her friendship with Rachel irreparably damaged, but her spirit stronger than ever. Meanwhile, Michael struggled to come to terms with the darkness that consumed his childhood friend David. The signs had been there all along, subtle at first, but growing more pronounced as David descended further into madness. It was a bitter pill to swallow, the realization that the person he had trusted implicitly was no longer the same person he once knew. Haunted by the memories of their shared past, Michael confronted David, desperate to reach the friend he feared he had lost forever. The confrontation was heartbreaking, emotions running high as years of friendship hung in the balance. In the end, Michael walked away, his heart heavy with grief, but his spirit determined to find a way to help his friend. Meanwhile, Julia found herself torn between loyalty to her sister and loyalty to herself. The discovery of Lisa's involvement with dangerous people had rocked her to the core, leaving her grappling with the impossible choice before her. It was a bitter pill to swallow, the realization that the person she had trusted implicitly was capable of such recklessness. Determined to protect herself, Julia confronted Lisa, demanding answers to questions she wasn't sure she wanted to hear. The confrontation was tense, emotions running high as years of sisterhood hung in the balance. In the end, Julia walked away, a bond with Lisa severed, but her sense of self-preservation intact. As the dust settled and the echoes of betrayal faded into memory, Sarah, James, Laura, Michael, and Julia found themselves forever changed by the experiences they had endured. Introduction. Friendship, a bond celebrated through ages, often brings solace, joy, and companionship. It's the cornerstone of many people's lives, a refuge in times of need, and a source of endless laughter in moments of joy. However, nestled within the tapestry of friendships lies a darker thread, one woven with betrayal, terror, and inexplicable horror. In this exploration, we delve into the unsettling underbelly of best friend horror stories, where trust shatters, and the line between friend and foe blurs ominously. These are not just stories, they are cautionary tales, cautioning us about the dangers that can lurk beneath even the most seemingly unbreakable bonds of friendship. Chapter 1. The Betrayal of Trust. Our journey begins with Sarah and Emily, inseparable since childhood, their friendship a beacon of solidarity amidst life's tumultuous waves. Sarah, with her vivacious personality, and Emily, a quiet thinker, seemed an unlikely pair, yet their bond was unbreakable. However, beneath their laughter lurked envy, silently gnawing away at the seams of their bond. Sarah's promotion to manager ignited Emily's jealousy, a simmering resentment that culminated in a chilling act of betrayal. With meticulous cunning, Emily sabotaged Sarah's projects, tarnishing her reputation and jeopardizing her career. The betrayal shattered Sarah's trust, leaving scars that lingered long after the dust settled. The once vibrant colors of their friendship now tainted with shades of bitterness and regret. Chapter 2. The Mask of Deception. In the quaint town of Richmond, Jake and Alex epitomized the epitome of camaraderie, their friendship forged through shared adventures and unwavering loyalty. Jake, with his easy smile and charming demeanor, was the life of the party, while Alex, the introvert, found solace in Jake's outgoing nature. However, behind Jake's affable facade lurked a sinister persona, concealed beneath layers of deceit. Unbeknownst to Alex, Jake harbored a dark secret, a penchant for manipulation and coercion. Slowly, insidiously, Jake ensnared Alex in a web of deceit, exploiting his trust to fulfill his nefarious desires. The revelation of Jake's true nature shattered Alex's perception of friendship, leaving him adrift in a sea of disillusionment. The once bright light of their companionship now dimmed by the shadows of deceit and betrayal. Chapter 3. The Phantom Menace. In the bustling city of New York, Mia and Lily reveled in the vibrancy of urban life, their friendship a sanctuary amidst the chaos. Mia, with her adventurous spirit, and Lily, the pragmatic thinker, seemed like the perfect duo, navigating the complexities of city life together. Yet, beneath the facade of camaraderie lurked a malevolent presence, an unseen specter that stalked their every move. From eerie phone calls in the dead of night to mysterious packages left at their doorstep, Mia and Lily found themselves ensnared in a harrowing game of cat and mouse. Their tormentor remained elusive, a silent harbinger of dread. As paranoia consumed their minds, the line between reality and delusion blurred, leaving them trapped in a nightmare without end. The once bustling streets of their friendship now haunted by the chilling echoes of fear and uncertainty. Chapter 4. The Fall from Grace. In the sprawling suburbs of Willow Creek, Adam and Ryan stood as paragons of friendship, their bond unbreakable in the face of adversity. Adam, with his easygoing nature, and Ryan, the charismatic leader, seemed destined for greatness together. However, beneath Ryan's charming exterior lay a darkness that threatened to consume them both. With insidious intent, Ryan led Adam down a treacherous path, indulging in vices that corroded their friendship from within. As addiction tightened its grip, Adam found himself teetering on the brink of oblivion, his descent into darkness mirrored by Ryan's fall from grace. The betrayal of trust shattered their friendship, leaving behind a trail of broken promises and shattered dreams. The once bright future they envisioned now obscured by the shadows of addiction and betrayal. Chapter 5. The Echoes of Betrayal. As our journey draws to a close, we confront the unsettling truth that lurks within the shadows of friendship. From the depths of betrayal to the mask of deception, These best friend horror stories serve as cautionary tales, reminding us of the fragility of trust and the darkness that resides within us all. Yet, amidst the darkness, a glimmer of hope remains, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. As we navigate the labyrinth of friendship, let us heed the echoes of betrayal, lest we become ensnared in the web of deceit that lies in wait. For in the end, it is not the darkness that defines us, but the light that guides us through the darkest of nights. Conclusion. In the tapestry of friendship, threads of trust and loyalty are interwoven, forming a bond that withstands the test of time. Yet, beneath the surface lies a darkness that threatens to consume us whole, a chilling reminder of the fragility of trust and the depths of betrayal. As we navigate the murky waters of friendship, let us tread carefully, lest we fall victim to the best friend horror stories that lurk within the shadows, waiting to ensnare the unwary in their web of deceit. It is in recognizing the signs, in listening to our instincts, that we can safeguard our hearts and minds from the treacherous depths of betrayal. For in the end, true friendship is not measured by the absence of conflict, but by the strength to overcome it, emerging stronger and wiser, ready to face whatever darkness may come our way. Introduction. Human relationships weave intricate webs of trust, love, and companionship, with friendships often regarded as sacred bonds. Yet, hidden beneath the facade of camaraderie and laughter, lies a darker reality. Tales of betrayal and horror that leave lasting scars on the soul. In this exploration, we venture into the chilling depths of true stories where best friends turned adversaries, blurring the lines between loyalty and malevolence, forever altering the lives of those involved. Chapter 1. The Deceptive Companion. In the serene town of Willow Creek, Sarah found solace in the friendship of Emma. Their bond appeared unbreakable, built on shared secrets, dreams, and countless memories. However, beneath Emma's charming facade lurked a sinister agenda that would shake Sarah's trust to its core. Initially dismissive of subtle discrepancies in Emma's behavior, stolen glances, whispered conversations, and unexplained absences, Sarah's unease grew with each passing day. Yet, she clung to the hope that her best friend's intentions remained pure. It was only when Sarah stumbled upon irrefutable evidence of Emma's betrayal that the harsh reality shattered her illusions. Emma had been orchestrating a campaign of malicious rumors aimed at tarnishing Sarah's reputation and isolating her from their social circle. The sting of betrayal cut deep, leaving Sarah questioning the authenticity of every smile and the sincerity of every word uttered by those she once held dear. Chapter 2. The Envious Rival. Amidst the bustling streets of New York City, Alex and James forged a bond that seemed unbreakable. Childhood friends turned confidants, they weathered life's storms together, celebrating victories and offering solace in times of defeat. Yet, as James's star ascended, Alex's simmering resentment bubbled to the surface, poisoning their once harmonious relationship. Unable to reconcile his friend's success with his own shortcomings, Alex embarked on a treacherous path of envy and deceit. With cunning precision, he manipulated confidential information, jeopardizing James's career and personal life. The betrayal cut deep, leaving James reeling from the realization that the person he trusted implicitly had plotted his downfall. As Alex feigned innocence, masking his envy with false concern, James grappled with the bitter truth that even the closest friendships could harbor dark intentions. Chapter 3. The Manipulative Confidant. Nestled in the idyllic town of Briarwood, Lucy sought solace in the comforting embrace of her best friend Lily. Sharing the intimate details of her tumultuous relationship with Mark, Lucy leaned on Lily's unwavering support, unaware of the treacherous web being spun around her. Beneath the guise of friendship, Lily saw an opportunity to exploit Lucy's vulnerability for personal gain. With calculated precision, she manipulated Lucy's emotions, encouraging her to distance herself from Mark and sever ties with her support system. As Lucy's dependence on Lily grew, the lines between genuine concern and calculated manipulation blurred, ensnaring her in a web of deceit from which escape seemed impossible. It wasn't until Lucy found herself isolated and broken, the extent of Lily's deception laid bare before her, that she realized the true cost of trusting the wrong person. Chapter 4. The Sinister Companion. In the quaint village of Oakwood, Michael and Thomas shared a bond forged in the innocence of childhood. Their friendship was a beacon of light in a world shrouded in darkness, their laughter echoing through the streets as they navigated life's challenges together. Yet, as they grew older, a shadow fell over their idyllic existence, casting doubt upon the sanctity of their bond. Michael watched in growing horror as Thomas' once warm demeanor gave way to chilling aloofness, suspicion gnawing at his mind as he struggled to comprehend the change in his friend. Unbeknownst to Michael, Thomas harbored a dark secret, one that would shatter their friendship irreparably. In a moment of madness, Thomas committed a heinous act, betraying not only Michael's trust, but also the very essence of their bond. The horror of Thomas's betrayal would haunt Michael for years to come, a constant reminder of the darkness that lurks within even the closest of friends. Chapter 5. The Haunting Secret. In the remote countryside of Green Valley, Jessica and Rachel had been friends since childhood. Their bond was unbreakable, forged through shared secrets and endless adventures. Yet, beneath the idyllic facade of their friendship, lurked a haunting secret that threatened to tear them apart. It all began when Jessica stumbled upon an old diary hidden in Rachel's attic. Intrigued, she began to unravel its pages, only to discover shocking revelations about Rachel's family history. Dark secrets were buried within the ink-stained pages, secrets that Rachel had vowed to keep hidden at all costs. As Jessica delved deeper, she unearthed a truth that would shake the very foundation of their friendship, leaving her torn between loyalty and the desire for justice. Rachel's family had a dark past, one stained by betrayal and tragedy. Generations ago, her ancestors had been accused of witchcraft during the infamous Salem witch trials. The diary chronicled the harrowing tale of Rachel's great-great-grandmother, who was unjustly accused and executed for crimes she did not commit. The weight of this revelation hung heavy in the air, casting a shadow over Jessica and Rachel's once unbreakable bond. As Jessica struggled to come to terms with the truth, she couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to Rachel's story than met the eye. Haunted by the secrets she had uncovered, Jessica confronted Rachel, demanding answers. But Rachel remained tight-lipped, refusing to divulge the full extent of her family's dark legacy. The tension between them grew palpable, each passing day driving a deeper wedge between them. Yet, amidst the turmoil, Jessica couldn't shake the feeling that someone, or something, was watching them, lurking in the shadows, waiting to reveal the truth. As the days turned into weeks, strange occurrences plagued Green Valley, fueling Jessica's suspicions. Unexplained whispers echoed through the night, chilling her to the bone. Objects moved of their own accord, and eerie shadows danced along the walls. Rachel dismissed Jessica's fears as mere paranoia, attributing the strange phenomena to the overactive imagination of a troubled mind. But Jessica knew better. She could feel the malevolent presence lurking just beyond the veil of reality, waiting to strike. Determined to uncover the truth, Jessica delved deeper into Rachel's family history, scouring ancient tomes and dusty archives for answers. With each revelation, the darkness that consumed Rachel's lineage became more apparent, intertwining their fates in ways they could never have imagined. But as Jessica drew closer to the truth, she realized that some secrets were meant to remain buried, lest they unleash a darkness that could consume them all. As tensions reached a boiling point, Jessica and Rachel found themselves locked in a battle against forces beyond their comprehension. Their friendship hung in the balance, teetering on the edge of oblivion. But in the face of adversity, they discovered that true friendship transcends even the darkest of secrets. Together, they confronted the malevolent force that threatened to tear them apart, emerging stronger and more resilient than ever before. And as the sun rose over Green Valley once more, Jessica and Rachel knew that their bond would endure, unbroken by the shadows of the past.